not the one to be talked to crazy.
It's been a few hours, but it felt like days.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's the one only Mimi here. If you're new here, make sure to go ahead and click that red subscribe button to join my squad. So today we're back with another clown horror story. So this happened back in my Ulta days. I was an Ulta girly, you know, loved it, hated it. It is what it is. On to the next bigger things and better things in my life. So this client was recommended to me by a stylist who previously worked there, and she was leaving. Literally when I came and got hired, she said, "Adios, see y'all never." And I was like, okay, that's cool. She basically gave her clients that was still trying to go there to me, and I was like, that's cool. So this lady, she comes in and she's like, I'm currently with somebody last minute. They booked a blowout and this girl's hair was down to her butt. That's the thing that I hate with Ulta, is like they will literally allow you to book people the last minute in the tiniest time spot when you never know who you're getting. So who you're getting, you don't know what type of hair they have, if it's long or short or anything. So obviously it's going to run into my next appointment. So I'm trying to work as fast as I'm going, fast, because I know this other lady is coming and I know I have to do a chemical service on her. Cool. So I'm blow drying this girl's hair. I'm like doing the little blowout, whatever, and the lady's like, I have an appointment at 11, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm finishing up with the client right here, so you feel free to wait. Like, you know, she had an attitude and she just went over to the hair section. So I finished the girl and I went over to the hair section to get this lady, and I'm telling her, okay, let's go back to my station so we can get started. And she's like, oh, I know you're gonna clean that stuff up. And I'm like, it's already clean. She was like, no, I washed. You didn't get a new one. Which I did. I always get a new one and put it out. So I'm like, okay. So I just take it off and I go back and get a new one, and I place it back on just so that she can see, because I know people are like a visual thing, and that's completely fine. But you just wasted like some minutes for me to get started on your hair, but that's cool, whatever. And she was like, yeah, I'm a nurse, so you know, that whole COVID stuff, I take it seriously. And I'm like, that's fine. I would like to start your hair now. So I'm doing her hair, and I'm like, okay, well, your previous stylist, she gave me directions and she gave me the measurements and everything to use in your hair, so I'm just gonna follow that. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. As I'm going to pull the color from the back bar, she swivels the chair all the way around to see what I'm doing, to see what I'm pulling, and goes, oh, you're gonna need to make 2 things of that, because my hair may not look like it, but it takes a lot of color. And I'm like, that's fine. If I need to go mix some more, I can, because at the end of the day, color oxidizes and it has a time frame when it will work and not anymore. So it's like, if I'm like, I can get more if I need so. Like, it's not my color, like it's Ulta's color. They can order more, it's perfectly fine. If I need to go mix more, I can. So I'm applying it through her hair, and I see that I'm gonna need some more, so I go to mix some more. That's what I do, you know what I'm saying, like mixing some more. And she goes, see, I told you should have listened. You're gonna need some more. I told you that. And she starts laughing. I'm like, what's funny? What's funny? Like, I'm like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, it's okay, relax. Like, she just came like really hostile, really aggressive. Like, relax. Like, take a breather, let's relax, and let's be here with it, you know. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. And like, I'm whipping it up and I'm finishing out her hair, also making sure that processing time is good, blah blah blah. So fast forwarding till it's time for me to wash her hair out, and I'm washing her hair with the specific shampoo that the other stylist told me to use. And I'm just like, when a stylist tells me something to the T and I'm first meeting their client, I will follow their directions to the T. Like, I'm not making my own formula. I'm not doing anything just so that in case the client has an issue, they can't say, well, she used something differently, she did something different. No, like, I'm following the rules exactly from A to Z. Like, I don't play about that. So I'm washing her hair and I'm scrubbing it. She was like, oh yeah. She's like, I want a massage, scrub it really nice, do the whole thing, do the whole works. Ma'am, I have people after you. She was like, it's okay, take your time, like, let's do it like this. I really want the works and all that. She's like, because you had me wait so that other people can wait too. And I was like, that's not how it works. I was like, you are willing to wait. You didn't have to wait. You could have left, rescheduled, made a whole different appointment, but you chose to wait because you wanted to get your hair done. So just because that first client knocked me into yours, you want me to take an extra 10 or 15 minutes on you just because you felt like other people need to wait too because you waited. I don't understand that. So I'm washing, massaging, doing all that stuff, and she's like moaning and groaning, and I'm like, I'm very uncomfortable right now. So after all of that, I finished her hair and we're back at the thing. She never booked for pressing her hair out, a haircut, none of that stuff, but she was like, oh, I want all of this stuff. Mind you, my next appointment is right here. We're making eye contact, we're staring each other in the face, she's getting makeup, she has somewhere to go, and I just feel so bad. So I'm like, I'm sorry, apologizing, this is gonna take me like another 15 minutes or so. She's like, that's perfectly fine. They're walking around the store or whatever. I really don't like doing that to people, but like, she was so adamant in making these people wait because she had to wait, and I don't, at the end of the day, it's beyond me. It's beyond me. It's not my doing. It's the system and the Ultas, whatever. They don't, it's not in favor of their stylist. So I'm doing her hair. She's like, yeah. She was like, and you don't need to feel like you need to rush. Those people can wait because I had to wait for my appointment. So it's okay. Like, that's fine. Like, they're gonna wait. And I'm just like, okay. And she's saying it loud so the lady can hear her. And I'm just like, all right, so I'm getting through this. And like, I finished her, checked her out, and I'm at my next appointment with the makeup. I'm apologizing to her, you know what I'm saying? It took longer than expected. I didn't know. It's like a domino effect. Can't control it. Cool. Fast forwarding. I did not rebook this lady with me because I really did not want her to book with me. She calls the store. And she called, and like our new hire answered the phone and booked an appointment with me. She double booked me, overbooked me, because I don't know why she did that. I don't blame her for that. Like, she didn't know that I can't do that because I had like a big color service then that was already pre-booked by one of the other stylists' client. So I'm like, okay, like, she booked this a long time ago, so that client is my priority. Like, I'm not going to double book myself and not have a break. I'm gonna have a break regardless. So I called her up. I called the lady up and I'm like, hey, like, I see that they've double booked me for an appointment for you. However, I'm not available to service you at this time because I would not have a time to have my break. So I'm like, I'm free the day before, I can take you, or I can take you another weekend time. And she's like, no, they already put me down for this time. And I'm like, I'm aware, but I'm letting you know that if you were able to come this time, I cannot service you because that's not enough time for me to do your service, and I would not be able to get a break during that. And she was like, well, you can just take all those other people off and you can service me. And I'm like, that's not really how it works. These people were already booked ahead of you. And she's like, don't do this to me. They already said that I was booked with you. They already said I have a time with you, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'm aware. You didn't talk to me. You talked to somebody who was new and didn't really know what she was booking you for or scheduling for. So I'm letting you know, like, hey, like, I have availability for another day, or earlier. I can get you in early if you're available. She's like, I'm at work. I don't want to argue with you right now. Just know I'm coming that day. I'm coming on that day. You need to move the other people. They can wait. You can move their appointments. Don't move me. I'm coming on that day. Don't do this to me. And I'm not arguing with you. I'm like, I'm not arguing with you, ma'am. I'm just letting you know that I will not be able to take you on this day because I do not have time for you to take it. And these people that have booked on my schedule, they were booked 3 months in advance, so I cannot remove them. So she's like, yeah, okay, and hangs up. I said, bet, I'll do you one better. She's like, all I know is I'm coming on the 1st and I'm gonna be there on the 1st. I said, okay, you can come on the 1st, but you're not gonna get your hair done. I'm not the one, like, I don't know how many times I gotta tell you guys, I'm not the one to be talked to crazy and then you still expect a service out of me. It is not going that way. I do not owe you nothing. I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are not going to talk to me crazy or talk to me stupid or try to argue with me and then still expect for me to do your hair and for us to have a good service, especially when our first introduction with each other was very rude and hostile. So I said, I'll do you one better. I talked to my manager. I told my manager how everything is. I said, book her with somebody else, but she's not coming with me on the 1st because I'm not dealing with that. And it's like, you have to pick and choose your battles, and you have to choose what you're going to take and what you're not going to take. And I'm not taking disrespect. I don't care. Like, people keep on trying to tell me because I work in a service industry I have to take anything that, no, I don't. Y'all may have to, but I'm not. Needless to say, this client did not come back. I did not see her ever again, and that's perfectly fine. That is okay. Y'all gotta remember to choose your own battles, okay? Okay, if I don't teach you nothing, I teach you to stand up for yourself in this industry, all right? But yeah, you guys, this is my client horror story, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Bye. Mwah.